The transition to episode 18. Direction of Prayer is the moment the spiritual mask of Rachel finally slips, revealing a nation on the brink of a bloody civil war. While previous chapters portrayed the sanctuary as a static house of horrors, this era brings the conflict into the streets, placing the young beloved Pope, who is effectively a high-value prisoner of her own church, directly in the crosshairs of a deadly conspiracy. To understand the gravity of the assassination attempt, you have to understand the deep-seated rot within the Arunafeld's religious state. The city of Rachel is split between two worlds: the migrants, the wealthy, fanatical followers of Freyja who built the modern city, and the natives, the original inhabitants who were pushed into the shadows. These outcasts, known as the Grey Children, were once brought into the church under the guise of adoption to bridge the cultures. In reality, they were treated as second-class citizens or experimental subjects, fueling a resentment that has finally reached a breaking point. In the middle of this powder keg sits the Pope. Though worshipped as a living goddess, she is a lonely girl trapped within temple walls, her every move monitored by a high priesthood that values her status more than her life. The tension explodes in the Villa of Deception. This isn't just a physical location, it is a manifestation of the betrayal at the heart of the church. The assassination plot against the Pope was a masterstroke of psychological warfare backed by the Shadow Illusion organization and their elite heart hunters. Their goal wasn't just to kill a leader, it was to use the chaos of her death to seize the heart of Ymir fragments hidden beneath the temple. The villa becomes a house of mirrors where the direction of prayer shifts from worship to survival. For the first time, players see the vulnerability of the church's leadership. High Priestess Niren, the Pope's only true maternal figure, is forced to turn to outside adventurers because she can no longer trust her own holy guards. The assassination attempt serves as the catalyst for the sanctuary purification. This is more than just a dungeon crawl, it is a ritualistic cleaning of a wound that has been festering for centuries. As the Pope begins to see the truth of the Grey Children and the corruption of her priests, the player is tasked with descending into the deepest levels of the sanctuary to purge the lingering influence of the illusion and the maddened zealots who still cling to their lobotomized faith. The purification process reveals that the sanctuary was never just a temple, it was a cage for the divine energy of the heart of Ymir. By the end of this conflict, the status quo of Rachel is shattered. The Pope's narrow escape from the Heart Hunters in the Villa of Deception proves that the goddess Freya and the church that claims to speak for her cannot protect the people. This purification of the sanctuary is a symbolic rebirth for the nation, but it comes at a staggering cost. The holy city is no longer a place of blind obedience, but a battlefield where the truth has finally been dragged into the light. For every returning player, this chapter is a wake-up call. It proves that the greatest war in Midgard isn't fought with swords against monsters, but with the choice between a comfortable lie and a truth that brings fire. The Pope is no longer just a figurehead, she is a survivor, and as the sanctuary is cleansed, the player realizes that the real sanctuary was never a building made of marble. It was the resilience of those who refused to let their faith be turned into a weapon. If you enjoyed this video, please subscribe to my channel. You will find lots of Ragnarok Online content here. Also, check out the description box under this video. You will find a link to the official Ragnarok Zero global server.